Name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent. I was a teaching instructor at Internal Revenue Service. I've worked thousands of cases. I worked at IRS over a decade. I'm a national expert in IRS tax resolution matters. What I try to do on my channel is I try to show you how IRS looks at a case. A lot of these YouTube channels, they tell you their experience with the IRS. The reason this is different, you're actually hearing it from the agent and open the curtain back and saying this is what the agent is going to do and what IRS is really looking for. It's not book knowledge, it's actually practical knowledge that you need to know. So today I want to talk to you about what do you do if you have payroll tax debt. IRS licks their chops on payroll tax debt. I used to. IRS actually had a quarterly alerts that came out of anybody in your area that did not pay their federal tax deposits. They were called FTD alerts. IRS really, this becomes a priority with any office or any revenue officer because it's not a tax. It's money that was held in trust by the employer. So IRS is hot to trot on this, and right now with everything that's happened with the economy and the COVID crisis, many people cannot pay their bills, and it's a lot easier. And I understand that. I have a business. I know what you're going through. Many people have a business and they just can't afford to pay the payroll taxes. So really, what do you do? How do you stay in IRS's good graces? How do you keep going on payroll taxes and the business, and you're getting letters, or maybe some of you haven't even filed those tax returns? Well, this is what I suggest you do to keep your business open, if in fact you do want to keep it open and you don't want to close it. File all your tax returns because IRS is going to have a hissy fit if those returns aren't filed. And start to stay current when you hear my video. Generally, as a revenue officer, when I'd knock on the door, the first two questions I'd ask are all your tax returns filed? And number two, are you current? So I think you have to draw a line in the sand and say, okay, today I'm going to start paying my payroll taxes. That's number one, and I'm going to start making my 941 tax deposits. So you've drawn a line in the sand and you've stayed current, and then you're going to work on the back tax debt. Once you do that, IRS will see that you want to do everything you can in your power to go ahead and keep that business open. The best advice I can give you is that. Also, IRS at some point in time is going to take a business and personal financial statement. That is a 433A, that's the personal, and the 433B, the business financial statement, and they're going to do an asset search. So if you have a CD or you have trucks that are unencumbered, you should talk to a tax professional because IRS is going to broach you on those subjects of receivables, assets, both personal, and then they're going to ask you to say, hey, we're going to make this transference to your personal name, the trust fund penalty, which is the result of the withholding and Social Security. So with inside that payroll tax liability, you can look that debt is going to transfer to you personally, and that's something that you have to be prepared for. If you have a small case, there's nothing wrong with you contacting the IRS. Take my advice and file your returns and stay current. But if you owe a lot more money, you really need to get a hold of a professional because IRS is going to be eyeing over any loan possibilities. They're going to look at any assets real closely. They're going to be looking at your P&L or your personal expenses real closely, and they're going to be digging for a monthly payment. So anyway, that's what the IRS does looking at your case. I try to get good content out for you, and I would appreciate subscriptions. Always help. It gives authority to for YouTube to show my content is worthy. I'd appreciate a subscription or a like. And if you want to leave comments, I look at those comments. I try to return every comment. If you have a question, and if you have a YouTube you'd like me to make on the subjects of what you need to know about IRS, I'm happy to do that with that comment as well. You can always call me or text me for that. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.